Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this Facebook Live, man. My name is Andy Audate. If you don't know me and you want to get to know me, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm a published author, 22 years old. I wrote the international book called No More Average. Okay, my fault. So I'm a 22-year-old published author. I wrote the book called No More Average, and I got some news for you. I'm also the founder of the Sales Growth Conference. The Sales Growth Conference is an event. Hey, Claudia. Hey, Edgar. The Sales Growth Conference is an event for entrepreneurs and like-minded people to get together to take their business to a whole nother level. If you're in real estate, if you sell cars, if you sell anything, you want to be here. I'm about to invite Jeremy Rubin a little bit to talk about what we just did. We just partnered up. Jeremy Rubin has a business called the Friendly Flipper Academy. I want Jeremy to tell you a little bit about it. So I'm actually gonna. Bro, we're about to take it global. So let me bring Jeremy in so we can talk about this. So just a little bit. I hope he clicks accept on Facebook. Friendly Flipper.
Yo.
Hey brother, you gotta do it vertical.
Whoop.
What's up, man?
What's going on? What's up, Andy? What's up, Claudia?
We doing some moves, man. We doing some moves. We taking digital marketing. I just got off a meeting with the people who are doing digital marketing with the Sales Growth Conference. We doing some big things, man. We bringing on some more people onto the team. I love it, man. I love it. You and I just closed the deal. We about to go to the next level. Your crack house video was cracking me up. You tell me about it. I was making me laugh.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Claudia.
I didn't realize that your Snapchats were really like cutting in that way. I saw your crack video, whatever. I think it was on Facebook, and what I noticed was that you had it set up in a way that was like taking a lot of cuts. So I thought your Facebook. I thought that you edited that way, but I realized that's how you videotape. You know, that's how you do it.
That's how I snap. Yeah, that's how my snaps have evolved into that, where I'm doing less and less editing on the back end because I'm doing it as I go.
That's genius, because when I'm watching your Snapchat is so long, but because of your ability to cut it so much, it makes you. I don't know what's next. Literally, less than a second, I watch one thing, I'm on to another part. And then less than a second, another part. So, like, it keeps me intrigued. I don't have to wait a whole 10 seconds to what you're doing. That's genius.
It's kind of what it's come to. Like, I pay attention, like, to you know, what people react to and stuff. And, like, and then I watch my own snaps a bunch and I think everyone should watch themselves on camera because you learn so much about yourself, your demeanor,
right.
How you present yourself, all of that, and it makes you better off camera. It's great training, actually. But what I do is I've honed it to just where it's like just little snippets because that's all you need to see. I realize like people just need to see like half a second to maybe of almost anything, like of almost any scene. Like our minds put together, you know, pieces of the puzzle real quickly. So it's like if you just see like half a second to a full second of something, like that's enough to tell the story without making the person bored, you know, on the other end. So
you just hit something on the nail that I've noticed in speakers, right? And anything with escapism, I'm learning about the mind and how our mind works to give the best entertainment. So I'm figuring that out. And you'll see, like, for example, when Eric Thomas, the motivational speaker, speaks, he doesn't have to go he doesn't have to give you the whole point. He transitions by giving you a piece of the puzzle, and your mind fills in the rest. And because your mind fills in the rest, you understand it.
Yeah. Oh, so it's more powerful. Oh, yeah. When it's done correctly, it's even more powerful because you're connecting the dots. They set the dots out for you. And Claudia just said it. You infer quickly. Infer. That's the word. Like we infer stuff quickly. Like we connect the dots in our heads like so quickly. So I realized, man, I don't need to snap for 5 seconds of showing something. Like just really, it could be a snap like that long, and like the person on the other end's gonna get it, and I'm not gonna waste their time, and they'll stay engaged longer. So that's kind of just what I've learned in the last couple weeks of just trial and error and just doing it. So
God, that's powerful, man. That's powerful. I'm learning how to do that. I'm figuring out how I'm going to do that with words, because understand when we speak, what I've noticed is that a good speaker and a bad speaker, the difference is one is able to tell a story in a way that somebody is able to escape reality. So you have a student or a listener who's in that crowd who's like, I'm going through some shit right now. Life is tough. I want to go see the speaker. So if you can't help that person forget about their problems and being into your story, that makes you a bad speaker. You need to learn how to help people escape reality. That's why people pay for movies, pay for music, people buy books, because they can escape reality.
yeah, no, definitely. That's very true. That's yeah, the ability to pull the person in, and in doing so, and them inferring stuff like lets them connect the dots. Like it engages people, and they learn more. It's like it's a much it's like a higher level for sure.
So tell these people, man, a little bit about you, man. A little bit what we got going on, what's about to happen, what's about to take place in the next few months with FFA.
Yeah, the FFA, not the Future Farmers of America.
Oh, FFA, man, that sounds so official. I represent the FFA. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
They're gonna think I'm an Aggie. I am from an ag town. Santa Maria is an ag town, but the Friendly Flipper Academy is the FFA I'm talking about. You know that one. So big news, big news. So this weekend we start filming. I'll be filming the sizzle reel with Michael Nast starting Saturday.
Wait. Hold on. What is it though? What is it first?
What is it?
You jumped a bit. I don't think Rachel knows what you're talking about. Malik, Angel, Austin, Claudia, Cody, Yumi, Aisha G, Edgar. I don't think they know what you're talking about. So what is the FFA before we go into what you're doing for it?
Woo! What's up, Sandy? What's up? What's up, everybody? So FFA, right? Friendly Flipper Academy. Friendly Flipper Academy. Say that 5 times fast. So Friendly Flipper Academy is my virtual training to teach other people how to flip houses, how to wholesale and how to flip houses. It's a virtual format, so you'll be able to access it on your computer, on your tablet, even on your cell phone. It'll be a virtual classroom, so I'll pop up on the screen. It's it's about 2.5 to 3 hours of actual classroom time content. There's questions and answers. It's the most interactive, advanced virtual training platform there is. It's badass. I'm like on the screen. You can choose, depending on the answer that you choose, I'll be giving you different explanations. And, if it's the right answer, great. If it's not the answer we're looking for, I'll tie it back in. So it's much more advanced, and it's an awesome platform. It's a freaking awesome. When I saw the demo, I was like, dude, this is so much different.
What you're doing for people, you're teaching people how to flip homes.
How to flip homes, yes. How to flip homes virtually.
Why would someone how to flip a home?
Why? Because you can make $25,000 minimum on a deal. I mean, that's
who is an ideal person that would want to flip a home?
Well, shoot. Anyone who is willing to, put in the work that wants to, and not necessarily the physical labor work, but wants to start their own business, really. I mean, you can do it on many levels. You can do it for, one house a year kind of thing.
So you can do it part-time?
Or you can do it part-time, or you can systematize it and, scale up an entire business. And so the Friendly Flipper Academy shows you, from start to finish, where to find the houses, how to generate leads, where to find, your source of funds, how to source contractors.
With the whole 9 yards, pretty much, like with fixing and flipping and even selling?
Even selling.
So you give somebody a business in a box.
It's a business in a box, yeah, and you can operate it from a part-time standpoint all the way to full-time, to if you have, if you replace yourself and you hire people to do the different jobs, you can scale this to a full-size business. And so that's what I'm actually actively doing right now. So I'm scaling my business to 100 flips a year, And in doing so, I'm solving the problems in scaling and in growing that I'll be able to then teach others. So I'm really excited because I plan to be trending for 100 houses a year in 1 year from now. And by that time, I will have.
Do you have a team, huh?
I do, yeah. I have a team. I'm
So
flipping.
it is possible to grow this to a business where you have people that are working for you doing their own flips, and you still profiting from it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there's so many different like ways you can go about real estate investing. I mean, there's so many different ways you can partner, you can just work deals. I mean, you can get creative on deals. So it could lead to many other things. It could definitely lead to many other things. Where go ahead.
Because what you're doing is powerful, man. Because this is something that I want to learn how to do in the future. I'm not ready for it right now, but something I want to do in the future is how do I flip a home? How do I make income? And how do I put myself in a position to take one of these joints, right? That looks bad, make it look nice, and make money off of it. So you're someone who can help me do that, and I don't actually have to work with you. I could do it on my own time by going online and wherever I'm at in the world, as long as I have internet connection, to watch these videos, to learn how to do it, take tests to make sure I'm learning the right information, and go out in the world and apply it.
That's it. Dude, business in a box. And I'm not going to waste a lot of your time.
So now we got to tell the people, what did we just lock in? Because the title of this is big news. What did we just lock in?
Oh, it's big. It's big. So have you heard of this? Have you heard of Sales Growth Con? It's happening in Southern California.
Oh, I have.
Sales Growth Con. Right. It's actually it's named in one of the top 3 sales conferences this year. In fact, for young entrepreneurs.
Right? For entrepreneurs.
For entrepreneurs, that's right. That's right.
Huffington Post rated the Sales Growth Conference, which is a conference that's taking place at the Los Angeles Marriott next month, for out of like 11 or 10 or 8, I don't know how many of it, but we're the 3rd conference to be at. We're rated one of the top entrepreneur conferences to be at for 2017. I'm pumped up. I'm so excited that even the Post got the news.
That is awesome. That is awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Man, I hear it's on the radar of other news broadcasting websites. I hear it's on their radar as well.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that I'm aware of, but I hear that they are aware of it. They already know about it.
That's what's up.
salesgrowthcon.com. You want to get your ticket before it sells out. Jeremy and I, we just got on the phone. If you don't follow Jeremy's Snapchat is Friendly Flipper on Snapchat, and I had no idea he was recording this. It sounds weird to hear my voice the way that I did, but Jeremy and I just talked deal. Jeremy's going to be at the Sales Growth Conference. He's going to be a sponsor, sponsoring the event, man. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for that, man.
That's it. That is it. So I am an official event sponsor of Sales Growth Con. I will be there. I will have info available on Friendly Flipper Academy too, and I'm just looking forward to shaking hands and talking to a bunch of awesome people out there. I'm looking forward to all the people I get to meet. I myself bought a VIP ticket because I want to eat lunch with the speakers, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, you want to eat. So Jeremy's going to be in the room eating lunch. There's a couple of top other different business owners and brokers and top entrepreneurs, like people who have taken their business from zero to a large amount of money. They're going to be in that room. And the reason why you would want to be there, and I'm happy you chose to be there, Jeremy, man, is because you get to rub elbows with people who can elevate your business. Last night, I met some individuals at a networking event in Beverly Hills about social media marketing and different strategies. And we connected, and I met them up today. And then, we're doing more business. And I'm just like, wow, the ability to network. All it takes is to make a decision to do one thing, and it's just to be in one place and just show up. If you show up, your life can literally change. But if you're not there, you're missing out on an opportunity.
Oh, so absolutely. Yeah. And it's the unforeseen connections that will come as a result of this. Like, that's the thing. Like, that was a big thing I had to learn. Like, I had to let go of the immediate, what's the return outcome of something, and figure and just know that I'm taking action in that direction, that things unforeseen will happen. Like, people call it the law of attraction. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want, but it's like when you're in motion and you're generating energy in the universe, like, it sends out waves, vibes, and that stuff comes back, and you connect with people, and stuff happens that you
It
wouldn't
seems
have foreseen.
as if, because I've never gone to a conference or a seminar before that I haven't taken something from it and have it be lifelong. Nice shirt, Jeremy, from Eddie Martin. What's up, Eddie?
Yeah.
Jeremiah, Dan Kelleher is in the building. I haven't gone to a conference where I haven't taken something that was lifelong. You understand what I'm saying? I went to 10X, blew my mind. I was with at his events, and it just blew my mind. Sandra's the reason I know Sandra is from Les Brown's event months ago, long time ago, and we're still friends, and we still talk.
That's like,
And Sandra has helped spiritually and with my relationship with God. I appreciate you, Sandra, and it was because of that event with Les Brown. So every time I've gone to an event like this, it's always been something that I take it lifelong.
yeah, dude.
So if you're thinking about it, man, if you're thinking about going to this event, want to be there, take the plunge, take the leap, be at this event. Jeremy just dropped $497 on a ticket to sit in the same room as the speakers, to eat lunch with top level players, and I know it's gonna come back. I know it's gonna come back to him because he's taking the plunge and he's taking the leap to just show up. If you show up, man, you reap the benefits of it. But if you're not there, you miss the opportunities. So let's do it. Just be there, man. Be there.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it, most definitely.
I do, man. Andrew, man, we're talking about the sales conference, the sales growth conference in Southern California on September 29th, brother. I hope you can make it, man. I really do. I want to meet you in person. Oh, Dan the Waterman. I hope you can make it there. Meet you in person. Meet my friend Jeremy. Meet Greg Walker. Omar Perry is gonna be there. Who else? AJ Adams is gonna be there. Money invested, not money spent. Of course, exactly. Invest in yourself on growth. Invest in your growth.
That's it.
I want to take my business to a whole nother level, Jeremy. How about you, man?
Oh, you know it. You know it. That's where I'm going. I'm taking mine to 100 houses a year, and I hope by that time, in 1 year from now, there will be flippers of my students on my tail saying, Jeremy, now you figured out how to do it. Show me how to get to 100. That's the plan. Like, I'm solving the problems as I go. I've gotten far enough along to figure out, like, how to do it, and now it's time to scale it. And that's going to be the next thing. So big plans,
brother. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because you're helping other people take a direction that they don't know about, and you're helping them go in that direction. And here's the how to. That's where you're so powerful, brother. That's why you're so powerful, because there's somebody out there that, hey, I want to flip a home, but how do I do it? How do I take a home like this, and how do I flip it? How do I sell it and flip it? Well, Jeremy can teach you. All you got to do is invest into his program, and he's going to teach you all the mistakes and how to not make those mistakes.
I'm going to show you what works. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to show you what works. I've distilled it all. Dude, I've thousands of hours of watching YouTube videos and podcasts and all that. Like, that's great.
Right.
But, like, I've distilled it to basically 2.5 to 3 hours. I'll know after next week. I'm filming next week, of finished content. So it's basically like the need to know. I mean, there's no people like advertise like, oh, you get 25 hours of video, like how-tos and all this. And it's like, why? Like, I want to know what's important and start taking action. Like that.
Right.
That's where it's at. Like, just get the nuggets and go.
I made a video, right? I made a video a few, I think weeks now ago about the 5 different types of currencies, right? That the only type of currency we use is not only money. We use time as a currency, right? We use energy as a currency. We have relationships as a currency, and then we have barter as another currency, right? So what type of a currency you invested to start it off was time. You invested a lot of time. So someone else can either give you one of those things, barter, relationship. If I put you in touch with someone who can get your platform to hundreds of people, of course, my relationship can give me like a credit towards your academy, right? Does that make sense? So that's a currency or a barter where I give you something and you give me the access to the academy. But I'm going into a tangent right now. However, you invested a lot of time to learn what you know now. That's a form of currency. So for someone to give you money for the time that you invested,
it's getting the video's a little choppy.
It's equivalent. What I'm saying is equivalent. Someone gives you X amount of dollars for the time that you invested in learning, flipping, actually doing it, the mistakes, it's equivalent. Would you rather spend X amount of dollars, learn from Jeremy from the get, or just do your own flip on your own and figure it out yourself that you made a mistake, that you didn't get the right coding right? You made a mistake that was costly. I saw something on Jeremy's Snapchat today about what was it? The door, right? The door?
Which door? The crack shack?
Oh, Jeremy's internet's messed up, man. You should have had Verizon.
Yeah, in the crack shack walk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. But it's literally about figuring out what currency do you want to invest. Is it going to be the time? Is it going to be relationships?
Yeah,
But you have
time.
currencies.
Yeah. Right. It's like, what do you have more of? If you have more time and you don't have any money, then, that's when I say, that's like, start knocking on doors, start, doing free marketing, start like putting Craigslist ads out there, start, calling real estate agents, start investing your time. If you have money and you're working a full-time job and you want to get into this part-time, put some money into direct mail marketing, send out some postcards and some letters.
Do what you got to do, man. Just do what you got to do to get it started. Or just call Jeremy and he'll get you started, man.
That's right. That's right.
The reason why
I was going to say
I've advanced a lot in comparison to other people in my age group is because I look up and I say, what have you done? I'm just going to mimic what you did. I don't want to go through the mistake. Now, I have made some mistakes in my journey, a lot of mistakes. And there's a couple 20-year-olds that I'm mentoring right now. And I'm trying to stop them from doing the same mistakes that I made. And now they're going to make mistakes too, of course, but that's just the name of the game. You have to make mistakes. But to limit your mistakes, to limit your risk of mistakes, go to someone who already knows the information, go to them and learn from them. Get around the right people. If you're not around the right people, you need to change your circle. If you can't change your circle, you need to change your environment.
Boom.
At the end of the day, that's it, man. That's it. If you really want to go to the next level in your life, you need to do those steps. It's really that simple. It wasn't until I moved to California that I realized my environment was the one that was what was holding me back. It wasn't necessarily my circle. It was my environment. I changed my environment. I live with a lot of nicer people, let's say, and I realized that my social circle started to change. It's a byproduct. Now you're my friend. You're your own business owner. Greg is my friend. Patrick is my friend. He's his own boss. I literally have a whole bunch of entrepreneurs around me. My roommate is 22 years old. He has his own business.
That's awesome, man.
You know, he has his own.
Dude, it's all.
So I'm around the right people, and that's really what you want to do. So, hey, bro, I'm gonna plug it in again. It's my conference, September 29th. You want to be there because the right people is gonna be there. We're all getting together, and we're all producers talking about how we're gonna produce more for this economy. You want to be there.
Dude, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be off the chain. And the thing
Jeremy,
is about what you're saying about networking and rubbing elbows with connections and all, that's like you can't put a price on that. Like, and it's so valuable, extremely valuable. Like, for example, if I hadn't gone to GrowthCon, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Like, yes, there's all the content I learned there. Like, there's the aspect of like all the awesome content that I learned, the actionable items, like that was more than worth the money itself. But then all the connections, like insane value in that. Like, I'm so fortunate to be connected with so many people like yourself and everyone else like that's had 10x mindset, like all that as a result. So it's like you never even know. Like, that's why I'm another reason why I'm going to your conference and I got a VIP ticket. I'm going to Driven. I'm going to Albert Preciado's conference. Like, I'm going to these because, hey, there's connections to be made. Like, and I recognize that. Like, I'm trying to make more connections myself too. Like, everyone, that's like one of the quickest ways to jumpstart your life, or shake or rattle your cage, is like, surround yourself with a group of a bunch of people that are totally different, or from how you are, or maybe they're like you are. Like, they're different from the people that you were hanging out with. They're the people that you should be. Like, start like rubbing elbows with those people. Like, that's how things come about. Like, that's how Eddie Martin and I connected. It was because of the Facebook stuff, and like, all just like, it's all just like, one thing after another.
I know you understand this. I want to say this for the people that may not understand this. All it takes is one person, just one, to change your life. Just one person. That person could be at this conference. That person could be at the grocery store. That person could be calling you by mistake. Last week I made a wrong phone call to a broker. I was calling a broker. I ended up calling an agent that was in San Diego. Now we're developing a relationship. It was a mistake. But all it takes is one person to change your life. Where is that person going to be? I don't know. But you want to increase the likelihood of meeting that person by being in the right area at the right time.
That's right. And you surround, exactly. And you just got to put yourself in that place, because they're not going to come to you. You will wait and wait and wait. And for years and years, I thought, oh, someone will just like say, hey, you, like, yeah, come on. Like, it doesn't work that way. You got to position yourself in the environment. You got to drop yourself in the environment, and it's all there is to it. I mean, they're not going to come grab you, but they will welcome you. But people will welcome you. That's the thing. Like, if you walk through that door, they're going to be like, yeah, come on in. Like, come on in.
I already know the answer to this, but let me ask you this. What's more important? So you're going to Sales Growth Con and a couple others, right? What's more important for you? Is it the networking or the education? What's the most important?
Both. I need value out of both. That's the thing. But the immediate, but dude, there's more value in the networking. For long term, there's more value by far in the network, the connections that you make, by far. But I mean, obviously, quality people are going to be attracted to a quality conference with quality information, so it all goes hand in hand. And I mean, with the lineup at Sales Growth Con, you're gonna kill it, bro. I gotta say, I'm very inspired by your entire production, the way you're putting this conference on, the way you've lined it all up. How, dude, the lineup's awesome. Like, this is gonna be.
Thank you, sir. You know, I've tried to.
And it's the first event. That's the thing. It's like your first event, and it's like, whoa, dude, super inspiring.
I've looked as to like how this event came about, and how was I able to amass a team such as Omar Perio at his statue, and Eric Stoller and Charlie Cheener at that caliber. How does a guy like me, who's 22 years old, black, I'm the only like dark-skinned black one on stage there, and how does someone like me get that? It's because I've had the ability to be in the right place at the right time, in the networking aspects. If I didn't go to 10X, this might have not happened. If I didn't go to the previous conferences and the seminars that I went to, this might have not happened. But this is a sum of many relationships that I've been building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, this is the sum of many that to the point where I can call Greg Walker on the phone and say, "What's up, buddy?" Or call Charlie Cheener and say, "What's going on, my man?" You know what I'm saying? And call Omar and say, "Hey, I'm in Laguna Beach. Let's have lunch right now. I'm in the area."
It's right. It's like you're only one decision away, like, from that potentially. I mean, like, for example, someone goes to Sales Growth Con, they can make that connection with that one person that could change their life just by being there. And then that will lead to other connections. Like, I can say this because it's happened to me. Like, I could say, like, it's just the way it works this way. And, like, I didn't realize it worked this way until, like, very recently, like, in the last, like, 6 months. And it's like, what the hell? Like, so if, that's why I say it, because I think it can.
There's something called opportunity cost, right? Like opportunity cost, and then cost of the opportunity. So you have cost of the opportunity. What that is cost that it takes for you to go to an event like this, right? How much does it cost? Okay, for the ticket, for the general admission ticket is $350. Plus, I gotta pay for gas. Plus, I gotta do this. Plus, I gotta pay for a flight if I'm traveling in. Plus, I gotta pay for a hotel. Is it worth it to go there for a one-day event? That's the cost of the opportunity. Then there's opportunity cost. It's the people that you're missing out on. It's that one key information that you're missing out on. Charlie Chena and I were on the phone, and he was telling me that he went to an event. It was like a seminar, and the speaker said one thing that Charlie Chena used on the close, and it helped Charlie close a large deal.
Oh yeah.
If Charlie was there, would he have closed that deal? I don't know. But what he amounted to, him taking the time to fly out to that city, to go sit down in those seats, to drive, to get the car in and do all that stuff. He learned one line. That one line helped him close the deal. It was a wrap. Charlie helped me. Charlie and I was on the phone, and he gave me one key piece of information during the close.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that one key information, bro, has helped me close so many sponsors for this event. I called Charlie today and I thanked him.
Yeah.
I said, Charlie, thank you so much. I appreciate you just for feeding me that one line, because I'm using that in real deal stuff and it's helping me make more money. So the cost of opportunity, the opportunity cost. What you're losing by not going, what you're spending, what you're investing by going.
Oh yeah.
So you invested some money to go, so you're gonna reap the benefits, reap the rewards of the opportunity. But the people who are looking at it and saying, someone told me today, man, that's a lot of money, dude. Of course it is. We want quality people in the room. We want the right people in the room. Because we want to literally produce more. We want to help produce more. This is not an event to hype. This is an event to come to, get together, and produce more. And then the people who want to go to that extra step, the extra level, we're going to sit down, we're going to eat together, and we're literally going to mastermind, break bread, and talk about how we're going to disrupt the economy. How do we take the economy to the next level? Boom! If you want to be there, you need to be at this conference. Like, I'm telling you, you need to be at this conference. You have to. If you are a producer, I'm gonna be there. If you are a producer and you're ready to produce more results, you're ready to stir the economy, you need to be here. My phone's about to die, but you need to be at this conference.
Dude, it's. I mean, yeah, especially like that. Exactly, one line. You could get one line. Like, for example, I'll give you one line that I got that I would say is well worth $500. It's this. It's the close that you can use anytime throughout the sales process. You probably know this one already. It's this. Have you heard enough to make a decision?
Yeah, I use that.
Bam! Dude, like something like you pick up one nugget like this and that you can apply, and then it just like easily like, so, you know, of course it depends what industry you're in, but if anything sales related, dude, like, it's a no-brainer. It's like, take yourself. People spend how much on college, like, nowadays? Like, get into debt for $50,000, $75,000, $100,000, and they're paying it forever. Like, you can learn more in a conference or like in a weekend event, like, that will put money in your pocket, like, for $500, $1,000. Like, it's like, you know, it's backwards.
So understand that, man. Understand that. Be cognizant. Know of the difference, right?
That's it, man.
Well, looking at, should I go? Cost of opportunity.
Oh, he's busting out
versus
the notepad. Nice. Dude, those are my favorite.
Busting out the notepad.
I got stacks of that paper. That's what I send out to investors. Or, I mean, that's what I send out as an investor. Send out these yellow letters.
So look, man, cost of opportunity versus opportunity cost. The money that it takes to go to the opportunity, to be part of the opportunity, in comparison to what you're going to reap the benefits of. So reap the benefits or miss out and have that be negative.
Mm-hmm. So
if you're there, you reap the benefits, which is a positive. If you're not there, which is a negative. And I'm not saying that, hey, you have to come to the die. No, you're not going to die. But if you're okay with where you are right now, with what amount of information you learn, your current net worth, your current bank account balance, your current friends, if you're okay with that, stay home. We don't want you there in the first place. But if you want to really go to that next level, you want to increase your income, you want to make more friends who are like-minded, who are ready to go to that next level, go to the conference. You definitely want to be there. Why do you think Huffington Post would, out of all the events that's going on in this world, Huffington Post would put that?
Dude,
Huffington
that's awesome
Post.
in itself. Post. That I mean, okay, yeah, I'm sold. Shit, I'll be there. Hey, if anyone wants to start Snapchatting or vlogging, I would say, hey, jump on Snapchat. It's a great way to get started vlogging, or I call it slogging, because you get instant feedback on yourself. It's like watching yourself in the mirror replay, and then you're like, oh, I just did that, or I said that way. That sounded stupid, or like, oh, that was cool. And it's pretty freaking crazy. Like when you start observing yourself in instant replay mode like that, it's like, whoa.
Do you think Snapchat is the best platform out there?
Yes. I mean, but combined with I mean, it serves a different purpose than Facebook, like with, but aside those two together, like that's it. That's fire right there. Like I used to like Instagram, but dude, Snapchat, like there's so much, you can use it as a walkie-talkie. Like you can use it as a walkie-talkie, like with video. So you get the emotion and, you get a video message, but it's in a concise, people hopefully don't go on and on and on and on, but like you can convey awesome messages. And even the emojis, like, or the bitmojis, I should say, like they have all the little pictures of the two, who are to you and them together. Like it's like it's the future of social media because it brings in emotion. I'm looking for my dry erase thing. Friendly Flipper on Snapchat. Follow me on Snapchat, Friendly Flipper. Add me, I should say. I don't like to say follow. It's dumb. Add me. What's up?
I thought it was dying, man.
I don't think so. I love it, dude. I'm seeing it like as a business tool. Yeah, dude. I never saw the value of it before. I thought it was.
Do live with other cam. How do you do that live with other cam? I don't understand your question, Jim Boy. I know that Jeremy is a trap star. This dude is a trapper. He has 2 phones. He has multiple phones. He probably got burner phones. He probably got trash can phones. Multiple numbers. He doesn't want the feds to know what he does.
Oh, I got one. Got this one. I got a business phone and a personal phone. No.
Okay, business phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to keep it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Personal phone and business phone, right?
Yeah.
Does your business phone have GPS on it?
No, I wrap it in tinfoil.
I love it. Look, dude. So how can people get more information on FFA?
Dude, all you got to do, you're watching this right now on a cell phone, you got to text FLIP, F-L-I-P, to 96,000. That's 96 and 3 zeros, 96000. Text the word FLIP. And you'll actually get this right here. This is the letter that I've used to purchase $4.6 million in real estate under 38% under market value. So like it works. Like that's how you flip houses. Like it's not rocket science. You mail these letters to a few thousand people, and they'll call you. The letter says, "I want to buy your house," and then you make them an offer, and you make enough offers, and you get offers accepted, and then you find a contract, a lender, and then a contract. It's like it just all falls into place.
So you developed a system. So essentially, you've developed a system to allow people to duplicate your system. So you already developed a system that's effective in making you money. And now what you're doing is creating another system that is duplicating your current system.
Yes, exactly. And that'll allow other people to observe it from, you know, an objective standpoint and see, okay, so this is what he does. Like, so I had to go through my whole process, which was a pain, dude. It came out to, it's like 22,000 words that
Your system?
like, yeah, my whole system, like everything I do, from the way I market to how we do the flip to the end when we sell it. Like, it's all,
dude, you almost put it
in the virtual training on Lightspeed.
Hey, I got a question for you, right? TJ just asked a serious question, which makes a lot of sense for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
He said cost is a real thing. Airfare, hotel, transportation, living expenses is holding me back. Now, I benefit from the ticket purchases from the event. You don't get any money from the ticket sales of the event for the people that come to the conference, besides the people that obviously go with the FFA. So what do you have to say for someone like TJ that is concerned about his living expenses is holding him back from taking the leap of faith to go to the Sales Growth Con, paying for airfare, paying for hotel, paying for transportation?
What would I say? Well, I mean, you got to weigh, like, that definitely is a real thing. First off, absolutely. I mean, it's, you know, we all got bills. We all got a place to have to pay for a place to live. We all have, you know, food, all that stuff. So it's like, you know, I get that. It's the way I look at it though is like, okay, how much longer do I want to live that way? Because that cost that I put into this might be the ticket to get me out of that situation. Like, the takeaways from that, the connections from that could very well be the solution to the thing that's keeping me from getting a ticket. So I get it, you know, I get bills are bills. So it's like, then it's like, okay, my mind goes into problem solving mode. All right, so here's a way for a flight. If you open up an Alaskan Airlines credit card, they give you 25,000 flyer miles. And that's enough to fly most places in the continental US. Like that, like literally could get you here. Like I've done that before. I mean, then just jump on, like, then it goes into, you know, budget hotel room status mode, like just something. It's like,
let me tell you something that happened.
It comes down to you know, figure, and if it's not this conference, then maybe it's, you know, putting some money aside each month for another conference. But better than that, like, dude, put it on a credit card. I mean, you could just, I don't want to tell people to like go into debt, but like, it's like how much time are you going to give up to stay in your current situation? And I'm not just saying this to you know, I'm just saying this in general to anyone. It's like, how long do you want to stay where you're at? Because, you know, if you don't do anything different, if you don't take any risks or leap of faith, the only way you grow is by getting uncomfortable and putting yourself into things. And so, you know, you might have to find a way to pull resources together. But
yeah, man, let me tell you a story, dude. Just so you're aware, Jeremy, of like how this all went down, right? And for the other people, Victor Feliciano Gorilla, I'm gonna be careful to not put his business out there because he entrusted me with a lot of stuff. However, the story that Victor told me was he was going through a time in his life where he had to make a decision of living like this or living like this, as far as levels, when we talk about levels. And he invested quite some of money on a credit card to be able to go to the 10X Growth Con.
Oh yeah.
To the point where he was ready to sleep in a car because hotel cost was very high in Miami during that time. Fortunately, the first day that he was there, he meets Edward. Mm-hmm. Edward is in line, and Victor the Gorilla is behind Edward, and they clicked. They clicked. Edward has an extra hotel bed at his hotel, and he says, "Victor, why don't you stay in my hotel room?" Victor went to go to this hotel room. I fly in from LA to Miami. I call Ed and I say, "Ed, I'm in town. Let's get together. Let's mastermind." I get into the room. It's Ed and Victor. I never met Victor. Victor's from South Dakota, and I would have never met Victor if he didn't go to the conference. But he invested in himself, and he took that leap of faith and he went to the conference. A few weeks after the conference, Victor came to my house and he was staying at my house. He moved. It was time. He was ready to make a change with his life, so he moved to California from South Dakota.
Yeah, no, big time. Yeah, I mean,
and then,
dude, I mean, you could ask him. Yeah, I'm sure. Like, if anyone asked him, like, do you regret your decision? I'm sure I know the answer is no. And from another standpoint, like, he doesn't even know what he's doing yet. Like, he's got a bunch of ideas, and I mean that, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, he's got a few different business ideas. Like, he's not sure which path he wants to take yet, and he's still figuring it out. It's not like he found like the silver bullet or a key or anything, but he's already made so much. He's grown so much and already gotten so much closer to whatever path he decides to go down as a result of GrowthCon. So
yeah, because it's not a one-day thing, man. Like, a journey of entrepreneurship, a journey of growth, it's not a one-day thing. You're going to meet a lot of people, and each person is going to mold you to how you want to be. There's been things that you have taught me, Jeremy, that is subconscious, and some of it is conscious, the times that we have linked up, the times we have sat, and times we have spoken. Victor taught me things.
Yeah,
Victor,
you've taught me.
talking.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? But it was because he made it to be somewhere that literally could cost him, we could call it an arm and a leg. And he made the decision. He was there. He showed up. He showed up. And I'm not saying this, but you want to take as many opportunities as possible. And I know I'm so confident that the Sales Growth Con is one of those opportunities. Hey, TJ says, I was planning on going to Vegas for 10X Growth Con 2018. That's what's up, TJ. I hope to see you there.
Yeah, man, for sure. If yeah, dude. If all that's definitely, I can't speak highly enough of 10X just because of the personal change, like, for myself, of just the person that I was going into it and the person I was after, like,
yeah.
So it's like,
and I gotta make it clear though, it's not, this is why, because when Grant priced his tickets so high, I was like, it's pretty high, dude. But it makes a lot of sense because you want high caliber people in the room. Because it's true, like, if he priced it at $99, he would have had a load of people going to the event. So many people would be at the event, but it would be people who just off the street. Oh, it's a big event, $100. I could do that.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, it's right, exactly. Yeah. So that's the value in, if there's like the VIP or the premier tickets, for example, $15,000 for a premier ticket, right? I think that's worth it. I think it's absolutely worth it. You know why? Because the connections you will make sitting in around other people that can afford that ticket are going to be like, you will make a connection. Like, it's putting yourself in that environment. It's dropping yourself in the environment. So, like, there's value at so many levels. I mean, I know, like, my mentor, for example, my house flipping mentor, he's part of a mastermind group where it's $25,000 minimum just to be a member of this mastermind group. But the level of people that you interact with, like, that are also business owners, like, it's worth it. Because then you learn things that you apply to your business, and it's like, you'll make that money back. I mean, granted, you don't need to necessarily start there. Probably don't want to, but it's like, once you grow, it's like it's always reaching to the next level, So, a ticket that's the next step for a lot of people. It's like, it's not that $99 ticket. It's that $500 ticket. It's that $1,000 ticket. Like, getting yourself just above the level of where you're currently at, and start hanging out with people that are, slightly on that higher level. And then you'll find out, okay, then, from there, where do you go? But it's just getting that first breakthrough to doing something, hanging out with people that are a little bit on
That's
a higher level than you typically associate with.
I congratulate all the VIP guests that have purchased a VIP ticket, for them to step out of their comfort zone and for them to spend $497 on a ticket.
Yeah.
Is because I see that they understand the power of network, because they had the ability to pay for a cheaper ticket at $347.
Sure.
They had the ability to do so. But they understand when they're around somebody and they're having that sit down, hey, how is your business doing? Oh, you're doing 100 million. That's awesome. And you're eating bread with them, you're eating food with them. It's not a matter of networking. Okay, let me get your business card. I'll call you, you call me. It's literally like, I hope all is well. How's your family? Oh, you got kids too. So you're actually building a divine connection.
Yeah. And it's exactly, and you'll learn. Oh my gosh, like you learn so much from hanging out with people like if you're a business person, like, and you hang out with like people that like run $100 million businesses and stuff like that, like you just pick up stuff just by hearing the way they talk and like learning like their techniques, and like it's crazy. Like if you just observe, like, dude, there's so many takeaways.
Oh, I'm listening to you, brother.
Yeah, I'm checking out what's on the screen. So,
well, Huffington Post says, man, top events for entrepreneurs and coaches for fall 2017, man.
What? What the? Boom! Look at that. Dude, that's awesome.
And then you click here, man.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level of success by learning proven sales?
Yeah. Dude, that's sweet.
Eight-figure businesses? Then don't miss the SoCal Sales.
There's Greg Walker.
GW. At the LAX Marriott in Los Angeles. Hear from award-winning international speakers, sales experts, and real estate titans, including Charlie Chino, sales expert and
James.
sales.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Very much looking forward to it.
Eric Stoller, president of the Les Brown Institute. Andy Audate, serial entrepreneur and motivational millennial speaker. Omar Puriu, international sales expert and trainer. AJ Adams, social media strategist and international speaker.
What's the program look like there?
What's that?
What was the schedule? I was curious to see what the that lineup. It shows like it starts at 7 a.m. and then goes till. Okay, so doors open at 7, and then Omar's on stage at 8. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. VIP lunch.
We're closing out with.
Oh, dude.
Killing it.
Oh, nice.
For FFA over here, man.
Dude. Oh, yeah. I sent you the logos. I'm looking forward to this. That's a lot of powerful minds. I mean, I can tell you, I personally,